It's amazing, when I watch a movie, I watch it a different way than you might watch it. Because of a man who did some seriously very big crimes and stuff, I look at things of how they could have got away with it, how realistic it is, good and bad of it.
This is Larry Lawton, America's biggest jewel thief, and today he'll be reviewing some famous heists from the movies.
All right, everybody, I'm back. Before we start, I just really want everybody to check out our member program on here on YouTube, and we are on Patreon. We got some really cool stuff. And listen, this is the biggest disclaimer in the world. Please don't try any of this. This is all about movies. I don't endorse crime in any way. You all know that right now. But I want to just emphasize that it's not cool, so to speak. The movies are cool. I love movies. The first movie, The Town.
Arthur Shea, former Medford police officer, 57 years old. As soon as his partner leaves with the coal bag, out he cracks a Herald, and he don't look up till the guy gets back. Marty McGuire, Cummins Armored Courier, 5'10", 220, 52 years old.
What really jumped out at me was in the background when they were explaining the guards in the armored cars, there was a jewelry store behind them. It's amazing how I actually just picked that up right away. I actually noticed Renard Jewelers that was in the background. It's crazy. But what really struck me right off the bat is what information they had on all of the people in the heist.
Picks up every Wednesday and Friday at exactly 8:12. Makes $110 a day, carries a Sig 9, and he's about to get robbed.
I mean, really, it's amazing the detail they had on these two guards. Their height, weight, age, what they do, they did their homework. That's pretty good, man. That's exactly what I did. I knew who was in the store, who was coming, who was going.
Fucking away from the car! Go! Everybody away! Up against the wall! You, away from the computer! You're gonna fucking kid! Back, go!
They jumped, they went hard, they took control of the facility really quick, and if you notice, they locked the doors behind them with zip ties so no one could come in on them. Great move.
Take your shoes off. Go! Get the cash going. Let's go! Take off your fucking shoes! Take off your shoes! Hey, manager, let's go. Get out!
Another great move. Did you see him flip through the money? When he flipped through that money, he was looking for what there was there. Either a die pack or location devices. Not all of them are die packs. They have what they call location devices that will just stay with that money and follow that money. That's more dangerous than a die pack.
Come on! Over here. When's your time left set for?
9 o'clock.
Don't lie to us. It's 8:15. Listen, it's not your money. You understand? Don't lie to us again. Good sweetheart, in the corner. Get in the corner. You too, brother, man.
Notice how he talks to the lady, and he knows more than the lady. She said that the time lock was on at 9. He said, no, 8:15. Check it out. They know their stuff. They are prepared. The girl is super nervous, which is again, that's normal. I've had reactions during robberies that are a person that laughed, cried, different things. So people's emotions are different. How they handle that stressful situation is kind of interesting. And the dynamics, you don't know what they're going to do. You have to be prepared for everything.
Hey, get back! Get out of the way.
And he was. Very well organized crew. Everybody had a job. Everybody did their job. The one guy went and got the security footage in tapes. Same thing I used to do. I used to take the tapes with me. I didn't put them into a microwave and destroy them. I'm assuming you can do that. But with FPI technology today, I wouldn't trust that. I wanted the tapes in my possession out the door.
What? Huh? What'd you say?
Nobody did anything.
You pulled the alarm?
No.
Did you?
I didn't pull any
We
alarm.
were leaving, you motherfucker! Easy. That's enough. Alright? Fuck! Parker, we're out the door, you fuck! Let's go!
You always have someone who's the wild man. The guy started beating the guy. Never a reason for that. Never. And I never had to do that in any of the robberies I committed. And again, I'm not proud of those robberies. It's just what I did. But what I really noticed here is when they did something stupid, people started looking at them and they saw the tattoo. They saw the tattoo on the back of his neck. Identification mark. That was a mistake. A mistake will get you caught.
The cops get us walled in, we're gonna need her. Sit down. Go.
Getaway. Major bad move. Taking a hostage. And it's now kidnapping. If they got caught, it was a bank robbery. Now it is kidnapping. If you take a person, and I'm not a lawyer, but I know a lot about the law. I think if you take a person 100 feet away from that facility, it's considered kidnapping. Not only that, once she's out, she could hear things. Even though she was blindfolded, she could hear certain things. She could maybe hear bumps or a siren or going by some, building or area that she knows. She used to hear a sound if there was a construction site in the area. She used to walk to work that way. She would know what direction they left at. There's no reason whatsoever to take a hostage in that situation. Well planned, well coordinated, well executed. Except for a couple of minor mistakes. These guys, obviously, were the pros. And but again, don't do this at home. No, come on, guys. We all know these are movies. Enjoy them. Enjoy the lockdown, what you're doing as well. All right, we're going to go to the next movie. The Dark Knight. Again, this is another wild one, and it's another bank, and it's another wild kind of robbery. So this is a great movie to review.
Three of a kind. Let's do this.
That's it? 3 guys?
2 guys on the roof. Every guy gets a share. 5 shares is plenty.
6 shares. Don't forget the guy playing the job.
He thinks he can sit it out and still take a slice. I know why they call him the Joker.
I did get a kick at this. They're all talking about the guy who planned the heist, the Joker, and why they call him the Joker, and he wears war paint. You don't know who you're working with. You're doing a major robbery. But again, it's a fun movie. Gotta love it. I love movies, man. As bad as this lockdown is, and I'm calling it a lockdown, catch up on your movies, guys.
Let's go, pal. I'm making a withdrawal here. Finish that, hands up.
No. Here comes the silent alarm. And there it goes.
Hands down. All right. You're taking a dive with me. I said stay down here.
That's funny. It didn't dial out to 911. It was trying to reach a private number.
Is it a problem?
No, I'm done here.
Boy, shot right in the back. And there is my old adage. 3 can keep a secret if 2 are dead. And again, it's a movie. But man, how well do you trust somebody you're going to do a major robbery like this and don't know who they are? I mean, come on, guys. Great movie.
On the ground! Stay on the ground! Nobody make a move! Nobody! Stay down!
I thought it was a great twist they threw the guy, the bank manager, which we know in the movie is one of the dirty guys, but it was pretty cool that they had him come out with a gun. Like, really, what manager would carry a sawed-off shotgun in his work? Wouldn't happen. Obviously couldn't even happen there.
You have any idea who you're stealing from? You and your friends are dead!
He's out, right?
I love the masks. I really do. I just love all that kind of stuff. Again, if you really want to talk about descriptions, you don't need to wear a mask. You can just alter yourself in some way or another. And believe it or not, that's just as good as a mask. I love the way they made the banks with the tables of cash. Make it real easy. That doesn't happen in a bank, just to let you know. They have counting tables, they have big tables, but they're through a whole bunch of different things. and it's a table with counting machines and stuff. It's not just sitting there waiting for a robber to come in and take it all out, unless it's ready for the armored car guy. Even major banks don't carry that much cash anymore. There is a certain day they do have cash, and it's usually on paydays when they have it, but it's not like it used to be. A lot of things are electronics anymore, everybody, so it's not like it used to be. Jewelry stores are where it's at. And I didn't mean that to rob a jewelry store, of course, I'm only joking. And I think the Joker's going to kill about another 7 bus drivers, because they all have to be in on this. Guy comes out of the wall, no one honks a horn, no one hits him, no one stops. Again, it's a movie. Love it. Next movie up, Good Time.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop messing with him.
Next.
What blew me away on this one was the disguise. The disguise was one of the best disguises I saw for a movie ever. It looked so real, you couldn't tell it was a disguise. Obviously, they went into the bank, they used a note, which is pretty standard, you know. And if you don't have a firearm during a commission of a felon, you don't get 5 years. By the law, and I'm not a lawyer, but I know the law, especially the 924C, it's using a gun in the commission of a felon. Mistake. First mistake I noticed is when they told the lady to get the money, the $65,000. You know, I guess they put a number on it, thinking she's gonna go actually get $65,000, and they would never have that in a drawer. Is they didn't tell her, hey, no die pack, no location device. If you say that, they're not gonna put it in. They're not gonna risk somebody getting hurt. They're, you know, tellers and bank employees have one motive: get you out of their place with nobody getting hurt. So that was pretty stupid not to say, listen, no die packs, no location device. And obviously at the end of this scene, we're going to see what happens because of that. I mean, it was really well executed, but you also would never let the lady go back into the vault. I knew a guy who did robberies, something like this. He actually went into the bank. He went with a large check, a $75,000 or $100,000 check. He asked for the manager and says, hey, listen, can I see you? I want to deposit this in an open account. The manager wants him in real quick. He had a briefcase. He opened the briefcase, and he put a piece of dynamite with a timer right on the desk. The guy looked at him. I used to hear his stories. He was crazy, man. I love the guy, though. He was a nut. But he used to tell the story. The guy would look at him, and now he would say, listen, go into that safe and get $150,000 or whatever number he said. And if you try anything right now, I'm going to walk out and detonate this bomb. Everybody was, oh my gosh. The guy went in, gave him his money. They got him out. And the reason he did it that way, and he explained, he goes, because it gave me time to get away. Because they can't just hit alarms, do anything. They won't have to evacuate the place. They have to clear it with a bomb squad. Again, I'm not trying to tell people. I've just heard it from some of the best who did robberies in their life. But guess where I heard it from? In prison. So nobody gets away with it for, forever. You never get away with it. You will be caught. And again, I'll never ever recommend any of this. This is a movies, and I'm just reviewing movie heists. So remember that when I'm talking to you guys.
Stay with me.
Where'd he go?
Where are you?
Is he in the bank?
You're circling around. I'm on the corner. I'm on the corner where you dropped me off. You gotta get back here right now. I'm outside the Mango Rico. Yes. You sure? Give me the car.
I'm so sorry. The cops, they moved me here. They moved me there.
Don't worry about it. Let's go.
What had me a little bit smiling was when the guy wasn't there. You all know about a robbery I had when the car wasn't there when it was supposed to be. It was a screw up, but I had myself covered. These guys were done. What happens if that guy never did come back? Now what you're doing? Obviously, you wouldn't use somebody like that either. You'd have your own driver. Or there have been robberies, guys use a cab and get away with it like that as well. So that is possible. All of that is somewhat realistic, to be honest. And they make mistakes because people aren't real criminals. And thank God they're not.
What was that sound?
What the fuck did you
That stuff doesn't come off. It would take a lot, and the money too. I mean, it's pretty much ruined, if you want to call it that. Dye packs did, and they worked for a while, but obviously the criminal world picked up on that, and they won't work. How dye packs work is either they have a device on them that when the pack is open, it explodes, or it leaves the certain distance, it'll explode a dye pack. That's all it is. So it would go off like that. And I'll tell you what, man, I mean, I've heard of it going off. I don't know anybody who had a bank job and the dye pack went off. I do know cop friends of mine tell me about this happening as well. And it's kind of, listen, it's an amateur move. Again, all of these devices in banks, they don't catch the professional. They catch the guy who's, I hate to say it, hard up on his luck. He's doing something desperate, and usually there's more to it, and hopefully the system sees that with normal people and made bad mistakes. They need to pay a price, but they don't need to pay for the rest of their life, especially a guy with a note. I don't believe that at all. I'm on the compassionate side. Our next movie, The Other Guys.
211 in progress. They're using a wrecking ball to clean out Cassidy and jewelry.
All right, we got it.
Good luck, guys. Have a good one.
Alan, let's go.
No, I got work to do.
What? This is work.
Mark Wahlberg was benched, so to call, if you want to call it that, benched as a detective, and he's wanting to get in the action. So it was a kind of funny movie.
Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, fellas. Wednesday night is taco night at Rikers Island.
What I loved about this movie and the Wrecking Ball and everything else, it was a jewelry store. They at least got smart. They got to the jewelry store. You can get out with a lot more jewels than you can cash. We all know that now. Anybody who's been watching my channel knows that. So, pretty good movie. But I love all these guys. I love the actors in this one. This was and look at the named actors in this movie. This is pretty funny too. Another good movie, entertaining to watch. I don't know, maybe heists are entertaining. I don't believe my heists were entertaining. I really don't. And again, I always will say this. I'm sorry for that. And that doesn't make me that bad guy. I believe that. Okay, I got sad. Tough thing to see. Did you see that SS Charger get crushed? Oh! I'm not a big car guy, but I like cars. I like different kind of cars. That SS got crushed by that wrecking ball. Well, anyway, The Other Guys, pretty funny movie. Another worth seeing. All of these clips were sent to me by various people who want me to review them. And thank you, everybody who's been doing that. Keep sending clips, stuff like that.